Hi, my name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. Today we're taking a look at the brand new app from Cem Olcay called Note to Be. So let's Oj! Note to Be is a new and incredibly powerful MIDI processor from Cem Olcay. It can receive MIDI keyboard, sequencer, or MIDI CC input. It does not make any sounds. Remember, it's only MIDI. It is perfect for live performances, allowing you to quantize notes, add or remove individual notes, add or remove notes across all octaves, and also adding and removing entire octaves from your musical creation on the fly. It works across all of your major DAWs like AUM, Logic Pro for iPad, Loopy Pro, Cubasis, Nano Studio, 8 Matrix, and Audio Bus. You will find Note to Be on the App Store for $3.99. It works across all iOS devices, M Series Max, and Apple Vision. Okay, let's take a listen to a project I created in AUM using Note to Be. Okay, let's take a look at how this thing works. So let's open up AUM. Now, first we want to open a MIDI channel and an audio channel over here. I'm going to put in here, let's do Nerd Synth, and we'll choose something from my preset pack over here, which is included when you buy Nerd Synth. I'm going to scroll down and use Brainworms for this one. And we're going to put in just an effect as well. Let's put in like an L tether just to give it a bit of reverb and such. Now in here, I'm going to load, we're going to do Zoa, I think. So let's just load Zoa in here. And then I'm going to need another processor point here. And we're going to put in Note to Be, if I can spell today. Now we're going to link these up. So we'll send Zoa, we'll do all out to Note to Be. And now we want to go from Note to Be out into Nerd Synth. Now, just to be clear, using Zoa here, it doesn't matter what root note I put in here. I'm going to put in D sharp and let's, I don't know, put in something like a Mixolydian, right? So that's set there. I'm going to make sure that we bring this right down to like a full note, extend the length. So that's all set. And how this works is here is Note to Be. We'll go full screen. So this is a MIDI quantizer. So it doesn't matter, no matter what signal is being put in here, we have a scale down the bottom, kind of like Cem's BrainBud app in a way. So you can send multiple things in here, but it's going to quantize to whatever key you set down here and whatever scale. So we'll set this to a minor. So you'll see now, let's talk about this interface. We've got 9 octaves, so -1 up to 8 octaves. And along each octave here, you can see all the notes within, so the chromatic scale in each one. Now you can see on each one here, it's set to C, D, D sharp, F, G, G sharp, A sharp. So we are in the C minor scale. Now if I change this scale to a major, you'll see all of now the white keys are selected down the bottom, so that's a major. And you've got a whole bunch of, your scales here to mess around with, a nice list of scales, plenty of them. And I'm pretty sure you can even, I thought you could customize your own. Maybe you can. I think you can. Yes, you can save your own because you've got a favorites. Oh, no, you can select favorites. So you can select favorites from there. We'll stick with the major just for now. Keep it nice and simple. And at any time, I can remove notes from here as well. So I can go and just say out of the 4th octave, I want to take out the C and the F. And out of this one, I want to take out the D. So you can go ahead and remove individual notes. Also down here, we have an all button. Now, if you click this, whenever you click a note, all the Ds in every octave will be removed. So you can see they all come back. If I hit this F, all the Fs go. What else do we have removed? We've got a C here. So now all the Cs, so you can remove everything that you want quickly. So this is great for live, yeah? That's what the whole purpose of that is. So we can bring all these back in here now. Let's talk about the octaves, because you can remove individual octaves as well. You just need to make sure this all button is unselected. And now you can remove octaves from here. If the all button is selected and you choose, they all go off, just so you know that. Just be aware of that, especially for live performances. Of course, with all of Cem's apps, you've got patterns down here. So you can come in and create a brand new pattern. And in this pattern, say we could go in here and remove, or hit the all button, go in and remove D, G, A, B. And now when I bounce between these two patterns, you'll see. So you can go and do that. Now these patterns are set to a CC10, so you can set this up on your keyboard. If you hit a CC10, that's going to switch between these patterns. You can go into the settings here, like all of Cem's apps, and you can change which CC number controls the patterns. They're generally always set to 10. You can decide what MIDI channel you want this to go in. So you can have, say, MIDI channel 3 coming in. So you can decide to quantize notes, turn this on and off, show note names, really handy to leave that on. So you know, if you're in the standalone version, you can hit the tutorial here and this will run through everything for you. All of Cem's apps have a tutorial, but let's make some sound. So we'll bounce over here to this pattern here and we'll hit play and see what happens. So let's go into Zoa and remove, we'll change the up and down. So I think it's set to just up at the moment. We'll set this to up and down. And we can also go in here and add a larger range, right? Let's try removing some notes from here. Okay, so what else we can do? We can add something else in here. So let's do that. Let's go in here and add, say, I don't know. We'll add another one of Cem's apps, and we'll add, say, a polybud. And let's go in here and just randomize some notes in here. So I'm just going to choose random, and that'll do. We'll go in here. We'll leave it at 8 notes, and we can change the rate, slow this down to like a half or something. Okay, so we've got some notes that'll come out of this. Now we can send this into our note to be as well. And now we've got 2 things running through here. We can also change the speed of this. All right, so you should get the idea of what's going on there. But what's really lovely, you can set a controller up to this as well. And you can, like, so right here, I have a MIDI controller down here, an external MIDI controller. Now I can use something like this or the on-screen keyboard in AUM. And let me show you how to set that up. We'll come back over here. So we're going to make sure we've got this one selected. We're going to come up here to the top corner, hit MIDI control. Make sure our Arturia key step 37 is selected. Come here to MIDI 1 because that's what we want to use down here. Select note to be, and down the bottom we have notes. So if I choose notes here, we can hook this up. I'm going to scroll down till we get to like C3. Where's C3? It's somewhere here. There it is, C3. And because our keyboard is, well, it's not connected at the moment, let's do that. Let's go over here. Make sure it's connected first. I should have done that in the first place. Make sure it is connected down here. So there's our Arturia keyboard selected. Let's come back and do this again. MIDI 1, note to be, notes, and find C3. There we go, C3. And I can select this and just hit learn. So let me show you from the screen here. If we hit learn and hit C3, right? So now we can do D3 and learn. Yeah. E3, learn. F. G, learn. A, learn. B. And we're back to C, right? So now we've got all those keys set to learn. Now we can come back over here. Now I should be able to turn these on and off. So let's do that. So you can see now I'm pressing the key down here and all those C's are going off, all the D's. So you can turn them on and off easily with a keyboard. So again, great for live performances. We hit play. And at any time I can bring in new notes. Turn off new notes at any time. So very powerful stuff. Okay, so not only can I use notes there, I can use CC MIDI as well. So let's show you with something like a Spelldozer. We're going to load up Spelldozer here. And I'm going to load another MIDI channel. And we'll just move this over here to the side. Now, again, let's come in here and we'll load up this time Polybud. And then we'll come in and load up Note to Be. And we'll send Polybud out to Note to Be and Note to Be out to Spelldozer. So this is all set up and ready to go. But what we're going to do this time is, the beautiful thing about Polybud is not only can you send notes, see this is our note track, and in settings we have a note track channel here. We can also create on the plus here, a CC channel. And it'll probably start at, we could start at anything, you know, above 10 really. You can do whatever you want. So I'm just going to start at 20 for now. And now we've got this note track and the CC track, but we're going to focus on the CC track. So let's make sure that's selected. And at the moment, we just have a ramp, so just zeros going up to 30. So we want to start this at, say, let's drag this up to like 40. And we'll just randomize these. So we'll ramp them up like that kind of thing. We'll bring the rate down to like a half. And it doesn't matter, again, we're just sending, CC notes through here. So whatever we have set up in this, and let's go in here and set a scale, minor scale. We can change this to an E, or there we go, E minor scale. And you can see that's all changed around now and ready to take input. So now when we hit play, now you can hear that C being thumped over there because we have a note track as well. So let's go back and have a look. So see this is the CC being played, moved around, but then we have this solitary C being hit. So now let's go over, so this is creating like getting the real Polybud sound going. So if we click now on our note track, over here and randomize these notes, now we've got two paths moving this all around. Let's add something like I'll tether again. And again, you can take out notes as you want. Remove an entire scale. Let's take out this scale. So that's all gone there now. We'll take out this scale as well. This octave, sorry, of the scale. Go back to all and we can remove all the C's out. So as you can see, for live performance, you can really get creative with, inputting MIDI as well. So remember, you can input your own keys and do this, or use generative apps like this. Very, very nice stuff. Not too complicated as well. Let's bring some of these back in. Let's bring these octaves back in. Now the other thing we can do, because we have this CC set, we can add some ramping to this as well. Really nice stuff. We can change the ramping here between the notes. Let's change these up a little bit. I really think this is fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at one more cool idea. Okay, so in this example, we're going to start from scratch again and add a MIDI channel and an audio channel. This time I'm just going to put in a piano tech, nice and simple. We'll throw in what do we throw in here? Something a little bit different. Let's put in like a Stellar Vox, and we'll go, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now instead, this time, I'm first going to put in something like MLFO, and then we're going to put in a note to B. And what we're going to do this time is send the MLFO output 1 into note to B, and then note to B into Piano Tech. All right, so now we've got an LFO running because this thing not only takes notes, it also takes CC data. So let's go in here, and I don't know, let's get crazy. Let's create something. So we'll go in here, we'll edit this. Let's put in some points along here. We'll create our own little LFO. Get a bit bananas. And down here, up there, that looks kind of fun. There we go. So we'll close that out. Here's our new little LFO. We can set our minimum and maximum. So we'll bring this down to like, I don't know, 76. Put this up past 20 kind of thing. So around here. And we'll change our rate, I don't know, first to say 2 bars. And we've got an LFO running. So as long as it's on and ready to go, when we hit play, we should get some action. Wild stuff. Let's go into Stellar Vox. And of course we can slow this down. And of course we can remove notes as we want. Let's change this out, change the scale out to, I don't know, a Dorian. So really cool stuff, because we could add in more things here and send this into note to B. And as I said, settings are really easy to understand. You're not going to get too confused. I just think this is really, really cool. As I said it also at the beginning, works in Logic, works in nearly all DAWs I've tried out. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, let's get out of here for the day. Let's Auj. So that is Note to Be from the legend of generative mayhem, Cem Olcay. Super simple to use, very unique and handy, as with all of Cem's incredible apps. It is only $3.99 on the App Store for all iOS devices, M Series Max and Apple Vision. Fantastic stuff, Cem, as always. Are you enjoying the content here on the channel? Please let me know in the comments below, and by hitting the like, doing the subscribe, and ringing the bell for future episodes and live streams. Or please consider becoming a member or a Patreon to get your music mastered and have a chance to win some cool apps. Okay, it's time for me to get out of here. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Stay awake and let's Auj!